Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. As you can see, we got the dribble bar on behind, which only means one thing. We're finally emptying this tower that I filled back along. So we'll just set the umbilical pump up, I'll go connect up to the pipe and we'll make a start. Hello everyone and welcome back. It's a few hours later, we are now dribbling. We've probably done about 70% of the ground over here. I think there's about 60 odd acres. So yeah, haven't been going on too bad. Slurry bit's lowering, which is nice, which will allow me to fill it back up again when I get a spare few 5 minutes in between carol work and whatever else to top it back up. So once we cut first cut, slurry will be over here ready to go. We'll be able to get the grass growing again for second cut. So those fields over there, they're the ones we've already done. And here we are, making the grass grow. I have had a pipe split, so there is a bit of slurry splashing out. All slurry is good slurry, as long as it's not over the tractor, that's the main thing. So we are running the GPS so we know exactly where we're going, because it is tricky to see where you have been with a dribble bar. That is most definitely the most annoying thing, especially grass this sort of length. I wouldn't be able to see where I've been, not very well anyway. So with the GPS, it allows maximum accuracy, so you're not overlapping, you're utilising that slurry fully. And yeah, we're getting it done. The sun this time of day, in the afternoons, in the early spring, is very annoying. It's nice to have it, but God, it's always in your eyes. It's yeah, very, very annoying. So this dribble bar system we're using our lay flat pipe, which we've had for years and years. I want to say we've nearly had it 15 years, so we've probably been one of the very early ones to ever have umbilical. It seems now it's become a big thing and everyone's using it, and I can see why, because the volumes of slurry you can shift is seriously impressive compared to if you're going out with a tanker. Obviously your ground compaction's a hell of a lot less as well, which is nice. So you're not damaging the ground or affecting grass growth. Now hopefully once we've spread the slurry, when the grass grows back again, 9 times out of 10 if you come in with a tanker, the grass will always be affected and you'll be able to see exactly where you've been around with the tanker, whereas hopefully with the umbilical, very light ground travel, we should be seeing that when the grass grows back again. Now this dribble bar we're using is universal. It can also go on the back of the tanker, which is really nice. So if we want to, in the middle of summer, we can swap it back over and put it on the tanker and use that to applicate the slurry instead of the splash plate. Unfortunately, because it is off the back of the tanker, it is only 7.5 metres, but it's not the end of the world. It's nice to be able to keep a clean tractor and actually be able to see out your windows when you're spreading slurry on a windy day, which is nice. Here we are, coming back to the end of the field again. Classic Fendt squeaky steering wheel knob making an appearance. So why I reverse is to give myself a bit of slack in the pipe, so when I'm turning I haven't got a load of weight on the back of the tractor, and inevitably on soft ground the tractor will just pull you around and you'll end up making a mess, whereas when I pull back I give myself some slack in the pipe to allow me to be able to turn around properly and not make a mess. But what a lovely day to be at it. Grass is looking nice. This is fresh reseeds that we've done. It probably is a little bit long gone to be spreading slurry, but at least we're applicating it with the dribble bar and not a splash plate. But there is rain forecast, so hopefully it should wash it in. Now the only trouble is with this dribble bar is because it's a single macerator, the macerator is right in your line of vision, which is the only downside, which means you can't see what's going on with the pipe behind you. Whereas if you had a dual macerator, they're on either side and you'll be able to see out the back of your window without any visibility issues. But it still does a good job. Now the nice thing about the dribble bar, it keeps people happy with the lack of smell which comes out of it, and in theory you're having a lot more ammonium loss due to the fact that the slurry isn't flying around in the air, it's going straight out the pipes onto the ground, and your nitrogen loss in your slurry should benefit in more grass growth. Also the nice thing about the umbilical as well, it's a lot more steady than going around with a tanker. The slurry's already here, as long as the pump's there, the slurry's coming. You can just nosy your way on very nicely, no rushing. Nice and steady, and you're not tearing around the roads, trying to get as much done as possible in the day, rushing around. Yeah, it's nice. Once we've done this field, we'll roll the pipes up, move into the last field. I don't think we've quite got enough slurry to finish that last field, but we'll certainly have a good go, empty that tower, and we'll fill it back up again, ready for after first cut. Now as you might be able to see, I'm a bit more mucky than what I was first thing this morning, so new clothes will be had tomorrow. And if anyone's clever who watched the last video, you'll realise I am wearing the same clothes. It was the next day, but I knew I was going to be on umbilical and knew I was going to get lagged, so didn't fancy putting new clothes on because that would be a waste of clean clothes. So tomorrow definitely be new clothes, new overalls, smelling fresh again. Right, just like that, it's another field spread. So what I'm going to do now is crack the clamp off, let the slurry drain out, so then I can roll the pipes up, move into another field, and then finish off for the day. And the last field, like I say, I don't think we're going to be able to spread all of it with the amount of slurry we got left, but we'll have a go. Right, so we're here now at the connection where one of the clamps is to join into another 200 metres of pipe. Now what I've got is a handy dandy piece of string that I made earlier to basically allow me to be able to pull the clamp and not get covered in slurry, and allow the slurry out so I can roll the pipe up. Right, so I've pulled myself a bit of slack up the field, been able to undo the couplings. Right, pipes off the back of the dribble bar, stick it on the front of the reeler, and we'll roll this pipe up and move on to the next. Oh, it's hot. Alright, I've hooked the pipe onto the front, now attached to the others on the reeler. Now start rolling this pipe in. Right, we're off. That's that one rolled up. What I'll do now is I'll pick up the empty reeler. Handy dandy piece of string.
Oh, that wasn't that bad.
Beautiful.
You are Moses.
Pipe disconnected. Roll up the other one and see what other carnage we create.
Just gonna hook the end up. And then we're on to the last field.
Right, lovely.
As you can see, they're just rolling that. Tell them your great idea.
So, because me and Ollie have lost a bit of time today, instead of rolling a pipe up, I'm going to try and pull it through the gateway. Well, it backfired earlier, but it's going to work this time, isn't it?
Yeah. I totally agree. We know who to blame if it goes wrong, and the man himself has said it. We tried it earlier and it didn't work. Now, there's a good chance it's probably not going to work now. But if it does, we would save ourselves about half an hour rolling up pipes. Now, if this works, we are absolute geniuses. Here we go. About to get absolutely showered in slurry. Jesus. Right.
Keep an eye on that pipe.
I am.
If it like gets right through, he'll probably try and flip over. Just let it flip over and then I'll stop once it has. I can see it for a minute, but
Yeah.
have I got much left, have I?
Got a fat loop. Right. Moment of truth.
Is the loop coming up?
We're very nearly there.
No.
Right, come on. Begging it flips over. Go on. Yes!
Lovely. Right, carry on.
Yes! Now, whilst Ben's still unreeling pipe, today my job has been pumping the slurry to Ben. I think we've only spread about 60 acres over here today. But, I mean, we couldn't have picked a better day to do it. What an absolutely gorgeous day here. So now, Ben's ready for the slurry to come down. So I'm simply going to engage the PTO, which as you can see will set that going. Now what we'll do, is we'll jump out, and what we'll do is we'll slowly release this tap here, and that'll basically send the slurry through to Ben over on the umbilical setup. The revs, as you can see here, and climb up. We want it aimed at about 1900 revs to keep a nice steady flow of slurry going through the dribble bar and onto the ground. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Obviously I'll probably end up switching the pump off and that soon. Like and subscribe to Ben Collerby Ag, and leave him a comment, post. He does a lot of effort into these videos, I'll say that now, a lot of effort. Turn on notifications as well to know when he posts.
Right everyone, that's the end of today's video. Me and Ollie have emptied the tower. We'll fill that back up again, ready for first cut. But anyway, if you haven't made it this far in the video, I'd like to say a massive thank you. Please like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, thank you.